Welcome back to Stogie Geeks episode 260. This is volume 3. This is the Sticks of the Week section. This is the Sticks of the Week section. If you're just tuning in, I think we touched on some hot points because I got some email coming in and my phone keeps vibrating with text.
Beautiful thing. Good, bad, ugly, bring it all in. Let's go.
Keeps coming in with text, and I'm sure people want to add to the list. Or I have some friends that'll say, I'll never smoke with you again. You know what I mean?
You're talking about me. Well, you know.
I didn't call you out.
No.
Right? I just said, it's all good. It's all good. This is just stuff that we feel. Some do's and don'ts for some lounge etiquette.
It's a fun topic, and we all see it. Maybe we even commit some of these crimes. These crimes in the cigar lounge.
I'm gonna have text that say, "Dude, you violate like almost every one of those. You violate every single one of those. Who do you think you are?
It's
are
all
you
about
crazy.
Yeah.
What did you do with Joe? Why are you always wearing a hat?" It's crazy.
Talking about golf. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. This is the Sticks of the Week section. I've chose some sticks that create a lot of noise for me.
Okay.
That's been my theme.
Yep.
There. By the way, if you want to follow us throughout the week, Joe D is very computer savvy.
Ish.
Getting there. Joe D is on Instagram and Facebook, so check us out. If you don't know our names, flash us an email and we'll give you the exact links. But follow us. Let's keep the conversation going. I do get some feedback back and forth on Instagram, and it's multiple forums now.
It's fun. We'll certainly get some great ideas for future episodes and all that. So. Yeah. Very, very welcome.
Yep.
Sure.
And we do appreciate all of the listeners. We're not calling out anyone in specifics, but some of the behavior sometimes could be toned down just a scotch.
Love it.
Just a scotch. We all go there for some sanctuary. I like the Facebook. Hey man, I want to be here incognito.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. But it's all good.
First, I'll lead off here. The Aurora 1903 Cameroon Preferido No. 2 Perfecto. That's a mouthful. Good luck trying to find these gems. I've had this one gifted to me by Paul. Ridiculous stick. Cameroon wrapper, Piloto Cubano binder, Piloto Cubano and Brasilia Bahia, and Cameroon filler. $17 price point, box of 25. Crazy flavors of wood, sweetness, and some spice. Really fun size, and it just felt right smoking this particular stick. Taste of age all day, and effortless draw, big smoke production, medium in strength. And this is absolutely a box-worthy stick for me all day, and I'm going to have to seek this one out a little bit further. I'm a big fan of La Aurora Cameroon. That Lancero is one of my all-time favorite sticks, and in this Perfecto size, just totally money. Things amazing. It's awesome.
That's ironic. We do not review Sticks of the Week together.
No, and I love the fact we don't talk about it. We don't share, because that's half the fun for me to find out what you're after. And
La Aurora Cameroon's on my list today. That's
get out of here! Oh man,
Lancero. How crazy is that? Like the official.
Last couple weeks we've been hitting on all cylinders, man. Once again, that's the La Aurora 1903 Cameroon Preferido No. 2 Perfecto.
We know. That's one of the producers chiming in on our ear saying that's a favorite Stogie. By the way, I recommended it to him. We're at the Stogie Geeks Christmas party, and he pulled out a stick. Joe, you think I should smoke this? No. You can't smoke that, right? You can't smoke that.
You've already had 7 beers. No.
Right. I was like, why don't you smoke this? And yes, I remember he was trying to retro ale and trying to smoke one. Then I was like, what you don't want are these. The only one that's not banded? Yeah. That was because Paul brought a travel humidor for the Christmas party and let everyone dig through the thing. Well, of course, you know me. Pork tenderloin.
Of course.
and it's funny because Paul was like looking at everyone passing the humidor, and I get to the humidor, and all I did was look up at Paul. So I open the humidor, and I look into Paul's eyes across the bar, and he goes, yes, you can. He knew exactly what I was going to go.
No
right
pirate
for.
flag involved.
Right?
It was just,
He was like, yes, you can. I was like, man, this is going to be a great day, right?
Well done.
But yeah, so
I unfortunately missed that event. I was working that day.
The producer, it was actually a great event because I've had the opportunity, and maybe if we do one mid season, I think would be kind of cool as well. Just an idea for the staff. You know, maybe it gave me the co-host of Stogie Geeks, and if you can make the next one, the co-host of Stogie Geeks, to meet the other co-host or host, however, and it was a great opportunity for me to see the business aspect of what Paul's accomplishing here with his other podcast.
That's Stogie Geek family all on the same bridge.
It was and like random people I never met, and we all know as co-host or host, whatever our responsibility is to Paul here, and staff. It's we're all here to perform at our respective show, and it was interesting to see when I was talking to them about show prep, organizational, behind the scenes stuff that go on, and stuff like that. And when I started talking to them about like where Stogie Geeks was going, I guess it works different in the security world. They automatically have conferences. They automatically have a product that they got to test and all of that stuff. We have a product that we consume and then speak about it. So it's a little bit methodology there, business wise. But ultimately, it's going to be a good opportunity for you to meet some of the other people. And it, like I said, from my perspective, it was a bigger organization because my only commitment is from Paul's business perspective is co-host of the show. Right. And as he mentioned in the first part of episode 260 today, he has other shows as well.
Certainly.
There.
That's a fun forum right there.
Yeah. So just that aspect was pretty neat because I was sitting in the room with 6 or 8 other people that I'm like, who are you and what do you do? You know what I mean? And ironically, they all knew what I did. They were like, "Oh, you're Joe from Stogie Geeks, right? Yeah. You're Joe H."
We can't miss you.
But it was a good perspective to see them,
Yes.
and to see them in that light, But it was a good time. But the producer John, he Cameroon Lancero. I'm going to talk about that second. First one. I smoked the AJ Fernandez New World Puro Especial. My first thing is I finally found a blend that I can get into.
There you go.
Okay, from that line. It took me a while. Okay, I don't know if it took me a while just because of palate-wise. I don't know if it took me a while because some of the other blends weren't really the bell of the ball. Your word. Right. For me, they didn't speak to me. The AJ Fernandez New World Puro Especial spoke to me. Format I had was a short Churchill. That's a 6x48 rapid binder filler. Is all from Nicaragua. Complexity, flavor, and balance. Scale of 1 to 10. Complexity, I gave it an 8. Flavor and balance, I gave them 7s. I've had them in all of the available sizes. They have short Churchill, Robusto, and Toro. And the Puro Especial starts off with fairly peppery smoke, occasionally allowing some earthy notes. Pepper and earth, I kind of dig. Yep. Right? What was missing, but to no fault of the own, was that leather component that I seek. Okay. Right? Yep. But, definitely a great smoke. Plenty of pepper on your tongue and nose, even if you don't retrohale. Now, retrohale, in the past couple of emails and in the past couple of dialogue with some of the Stogie Geeks listeners from my travels, has come up. I've had some people say, I really don't retrohale a lot because I either get a gag or I don't like it or, I'm not used to it.
Totally understandable, but you are missing a little different component right there. Mm-hmm. I think you want to do that if you can. You want to do that cigar justice retro just a little bit. Yep. See what's going on there.
Yep. But, even if you don't retrohale the cigar, which is why I started to talk about that, was, you will get those predominant pepper notes for sure.
You're catching it anyway.
Right? Absolutely. Now, there is a bit of chalkiness, like chalk from a chalkboard, that really comes through on the nose especially with the complexity of the retrohale, and it kind of lingers on your palate.
Okay.
And so that being said, AJ Fernandez mentions that he used tobacco from his San Diego farm because of its mineral component. His words, not mine, right?
Yep.
So because of that mineral component, I'm assuming that that's the chark flavor that was lingering on the palate. And it's chark that I've never really felt before from those other lines. It seems to me to be a little bit more complex than some of the other blends. Now, that being said, I'm going to go back and explore some of the New World stuff. I've kind of shied away from it for a while. Just because it's just not my cup of tea.
And AJ is all over the place. There's offerings for days. Mm-hmm. So it just may not be one that you reach for normally. But
so I did say in the notes section, if you go to StogieGeeks.com, click on Stogies, it's all there. I did say in the notes section that if that mineral component was very important for this line of cigars, and that was what they were shooting for, all I said was mission accomplished on that.
Yep.
Mission accomplished on that. This cigar has a strong earthy component that you will not forget. I gave it a box split.
Solid.
That was the AJ Fernandez New World Puro Especial. All the sizes. Check them out. Price point's phenomenal. There too, so it doesn't break the bank. I know the past couple episodes we've been reviewing some higher end and some, but this right here is in a very good price point and
solid box split rating. Yeah, for sure.
For sure, absolutely.
Next to me was the Probable Cause by Cubano Cigar Company, the red label. Big fan of the blue. I finally was able to reach out and find this red label that everyone's so high on. San Andreas wrapper, Nicaraguan binder and filler. I smoked the 5x52 Robusto. Nice $10 price point, 3 sizes available, 10-count boxes, and pretty solid flavors in this. Barnyard coffee. I was able to get some red wine and earthy notes in the cigar. It was different. I had not experienced those flavor components before in a stick altogether. Nice open flow to the cigar, effortless draw. Released at the 2016 IPCPR. Founders Bill Ives and Juan Cancel teamed up with Eric Espinoza at the Lizona factory. Both gentlemen are in law enforcement and, by all accounts, good quality guys that I'm looking. Hopefully, we can interview in the future, get them on the show. It's one of these brands I feel that are up and coming and making some solid waves. And
I would venture to say you did not get that locally.
No, I did not.
Okay.
Nope. Medium in strength, and the cigar was a box split for me. I carried a whole bunch of hype, but I was not able to find it anywhere here in Rhode Island, and had to reach out to New Hampshire to find this. But the Probable Cause by Cubano Cigar Company, the red label. Very solid stick, box split.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Do you have any more?
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to head into another one right now. Casa Fernandez-Reserva, Connecticut. Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. Nicaraguan Corojo 99 binder. Corojo 99, Criollo 98 filler. Smoked the Toro 6x52. Wood and chocolate notes with some orange citrus, which was a different component as well. It does say Miami on the band, but these are produced in Nicaragua. Released in the late 2015 and made exclusively for the Thompson Cigar Company. This was a stick that was gifted to me by Paul, and really enjoyable stick. I was not expecting that at Casa Fernandez. Not a brand that I typically reach out for, but it was a box split for me as well. Very enjoyable. I don't know if you had time. Have you gotten to this one yet?
Yes. For a review, no.
Okay.
Because he gave us 2 different sizes. Mm-hmm. I've done one size. I've made notes and critiqued the other size. I usually bold on StogieGeeks.com under the Stogie section. I usually put in bold the sizes that I've had, just bold text, so that the listener knows. So
this is the Toro size, Casa Fernandez-Reserva, Connecticut.
Awesome.
Very enjoyable.
John's favorite smoke, La Aurora Preferidos Cameroon Lancero. Smooth and awesome. However, the size is a 6 7/8 by 48. Wrapper is Cameroon. Binder and filler from Dominican. Complexity, flavor, and balance. Complexity, I gave it an 8. Flavor, balance, I gave it a 9. La Aurora starts off with toasty grass notes mixed with aged tobacco and a little bit of sweetness.
Oh, you definitely taste that age for days.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to grab one next door after
They're
the show.
amazing.
They're so good. I do my part to buy out every one of them they've got next door, and they keep replenishing. I don't know where they find it.
Yeah, we only have 3 left. Yeah. We only have 10 left. I love it. Right? Great sales technique. Right? Awesome. Retro Hales deliver a classic Cameroon pepper that you will not forget. Great contrast, and it's relatively sweet with an earthy core. So in other words, if you retrohale it, you're going to get the pepper. Yep. If you don't retrohale it, you're going to get a sweet cigar. Sweet, I would say a little bit of mild medium, maybe, right? You start retrohaling this thing, you're going to flavor for days, right? However, most of the rest of this Lancero, which I think is awesome, it remains the same, which is a good thing.
It is a good thing.
It doesn't really transition, but it's a great stick. You
happen upon something so good initially, and you just really enjoyed it. You don't want that ride to end, and I don't want to steal your thunder, but this is a stick that you enjoy it all the way down to the end, and you're going to reach out for it again.
I'm reading my notes. This translates to an awesome amount of smoke production on a good draw. Full body, medium strength. If you're new to smoking, new meaning 2 years deep, maybe you consider it a medium. If you're a little over 2 years, you might consider it a Bailey medium. I like that, Bailey medium.
Right.
This is one of those cigars that you will smoke till your fingers burn. They are that good.
Oh my God,
yeah. The La Aurora Preferidos Cameroon Lancero, box-worthy.
This is it. I'm fighting Chuck Norris for these. I love them that much. And anybody, all the local listeners, please leave me a couple next door. Don't buy them all.
And side note too, right? Contact your local tobacconist. Ask them if they have this.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in this size, they might strike you a deal.
Right.
They might strike you a deal because we've talked about this many, many times on Stogie Geeks, and previous co-hosts before us have talked about that. Lanceros don't really have that
not a lot of run in this area.
Turnaround time, especially in this area. So if you're looking for ideas on where to purchase these, flash me an email. We can put you in touch with the right people for that, for sure. But it's box worthy all day.
All day. And particular shops may have these, especially in New England, may have them stashed. Might be a couple boxes just collect an age, and maybe the shop wants to move them, get rid of them. I don't know why. They're complete gems. So someone's going to score.
Absolutely.
All day. Next to me is the Debonair Ultra Premium Daybreak. It's another cigar I've heard quite a bit on. Ton of hype behind it, and finally able to get my hands on it. Ecuadorian Connecticut shade wrapper, Dominican binder, Nicaraguan and Dominican filler. Smoke the Toro 6x50. $13 price point. 20-count box. 6 sizes available, with Habano and Maduro also available. Spice and earth with a buttered popcorn note. That's I knew I was tasting it. It just tasted like a movie theater, buttered popcorn, the whole thing. Doing a little bit of research, I was right in line with some other reviews, and released at the 2017 IPCPR. Listed in my notes. Nice day starter. Nice day starter for a treat, and great draw. Big smoke again. Owner Phil Zangi, distributed by Drew Estate, which is a huge feather in their cap as well. Produced at the De Los Reyes factory in the DR, and this is another box split for me. Last couple of weeks, I've had quite a few legit high-ranking gems, and this is yet another one in there. It absolutely lived up to the hype, delivered. Crazy flavor, and really enjoyable. That was the Toro size. Debonair Ultra Premium Daybreak.
Awesome. Blackwork Studio Killer Bee. Go to StogieGeeks.com, click on Stogies. I took a picture of this stick. Notice the cap and the detail on the cap of this stick. You almost don't want to cut it. You might want to throw a bullet cut on it, or a V, right?
Yep.
But the cap is perfection.
Yeah, it's a beautiful cigar.
Yeah. Format was Petite Corona. That is a 4.5 by 46. Wrapper is an Ecuadorian Maduro. Binder and filler are Nicaraguan. Complexity, flavor, and balance. Complexity 8, flavor 9, balance 8. Available sizes for the Killer Bee is in that Petite Corona. However, Corona, gotcha. Right. However, be on the lookout for its brother or sister stick. My word, maybe. Yep. The Black Label Killer Bee Green Hornet. That's a different size. I'll have that review out pretty soon as well. Both are great sticks, but I'm talking about the Killer Bee. Killer Bee starts off with with a blast, big blast of black pepper.
Absolutely.
Then notes of wood and chocolate start to surface. Also found the black pepper to be very present on the retrohale. And if you are someone who retrohales, that predominance will last longer throughout the stick. Because the second half of the stick, you start to smoke it, sure, it starts to fade.
Yep.
But if you retrohale it, it's still there.
Keep it going.
Yep, it's still there. The strength is medium to full. Medium plus to full.
That's what I'd say too.
You know, meaning whether you're a seasoned smoker or not. If you're not, it's full there. And yes, pepper comes out towards the back end with some wood and cocoa notes. And yes, more pepper.
Yep.
That's in my notes. Dot, dot, dot. And yes,
and yes.
more pepper. I love pepper, right? That being said, size, a little too short for me.
Yep.
Leaves me wanting more. Phenomenal place to start for that stick. Phenomenal place to start for that company. Great placement and position there. I like where they're going.
They're moving. They're moving.
That being said, the rating, I gave it the Blackwork Studio Killer Bee. I gave it a box split.
Nice. Nice. How you finding this HR signature?
I'm digging this. Now, because I'm doing most of the talking, right. I do keep lighting it up. That's one thing that's, you know.
I know.
We're going to work on you balancing more on.
I'm just, I get to enjoy the cigar a little bit more.
You know, well, that was me the first segment. I got a chance to kick back and enjoy the cigar. Paul did all the talking, right?
Nice.
You know, but yeah. Have you been smoking anything else? I have two more.
I've got one more.
Okay, go for it.
Next for me, I found this up in New Hampshire. Was not able to find this anywhere, but this is one of those sticks that I've been seeking for a while, and it had a ton of plume on it. It was perfect. Liga Privada Unico Series L40, the Lancero, USA Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, Brazilian Modafina binder, Honduran and Nicaraguan filler, 7x40 Lancero, $17 price point, worth it all day. Normally I try to stay around that at 10 to 12. Lanceros, especially something like this with all kinds of plume and, oh man, ready to go. Box of 15. Steve Saka previously was at the helm. Most people know that. And he thought this cigar would not sell out. And this cigar absolutely has been crushing it. Wood, sweetness, a little bit of chocolate. Toasty and like a meaty feel to this particular cigar. Had like a, around the campfire kind of feel. But I wouldn't bust Lancero out around the campfire. This is too good to enjoy. 2 hours plus the smoking time. Slightly tight draw, but the flavor was so worth it. I had in my notes, and basically the same makeup as the Dirty Rat, just rearranged a little differently. And medium plus to full, box worthy all day, and can't wait for my next New Hampshire trip in a couple weeks. I'll be grabbing a few more. Maybe even the rest of what they got on the shelf because they're that good.
Awesome. What was it again?
Liga Privada Unico L40.
Yeah.
Lancero.
Yeah, that's
so good.
It's the bomb.
Yeah.
You know, definitely a good smoke for sure. Like it. I smoked some odd smokes, regionally.
Okay.
Regionally here. They're not from around here. Well, no stick is really from around here, but they're not in any local store. I've been searching for some really out there stuff. I have the luxury of some of the Stogie Geeks listeners point me in the right direction, or some of the shop owners say, "Hey, this is new, and you might like this."
Keep it coming.
If you go to StogieGeeks.com and click on Stogies, I did post a picture of this stick. This is the Cavalier of Geneva. Black Series number 2. It has a gold diamond plated on the wrapper that you can smoke through.
Really?
Yeah, and I remember seeing this. I was like, what you know, did some research. They gold plate all this stuff. I'm like, interesting, right? Yep. Interesting touch. Having that being said there, the format was a Robusto Gordo. That's a 5x54. Wrapper is Mexican San Andreas. Binder and filler are both from Nicaragua. Complexity, flavor, and balance. Gave it all 7. Phenomenal presentation. It's available in 5 different sizes. I've had 4 of the 5. Wow. Different sizes, like it. The gold, it's nice and smooth on the wrapper, okay? And it feels nice and smooth on the wrapper. It's like in the wrapper.
Embedded into the wrapper.
It's embedded into the wrapper. It's a very interesting stick. It's a bit of an odd appearance for me. Especially given the size and shininess of the gold. It's a gold diamond or sideways square.
Value price stick, or we're
yeah. Oh yeah. It's not expensive at all, right? Nice. You're talking $7-8, maybe. Well, $9 once you get into the Torpedo Gordo size and Torpedo sizes. But the answer is yes. You can smoke through the gold. I'm not too sure what that's all about. But moving on, right? That's what I put in my notes. I'm not too sure what the gold's all about. But moving on. The Cavalier of Geneva Black Series 2 starts with the layer of woodiness oats with some cedar and some oak. It's a little bit sweeter if you do retrohale it. If you don't retrohale it, you might come up a little harsh.
Right.
So, kind of interesting to me, how, it's mild to medium in strength.
Yep.
And that being said, I did give it a 5. It's a interesting blend. They've been around for years.
Were you able to uncover what particular region it really sells predominantly in?
No.
Do they have any?
No. I mean, there is a shop in Florida that does sell them,
okay.
And there is another shop in Texas that does sell them. It's on their website.
Beginning stages of this particular company, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know much about company there. I'm gonna reach out to them and see if we can get an interview.
Nice.
Definitely interesting blend for sure.
Yeah, I'd like to find out more.
Because they got this gold diamond on every single cigar, and I'm thinking about this process, like. That's going to be rolling cigars for presentation is daunting, as we discuss on previous episodes, and when we have the powers to be come in and discuss
and
that.
And to keep it in like a reachable, negotiable price point there too as well. With that kind of that's that should be interesting.
Yeah, gold doesn't scratch all. It's weird. It's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah. I gave it a 5. If you come across these, check them out. I would venture to say you probably. If you, the listeners, say, "Oh yeah, I have those in my local shop," great.
Right.
If you have a local shop, email me. I'd like to contact that local shop, ask them some questions to see how they move, if they move, what the deal is, because we can only base upon our travels of asking what moves and what doesn't move.
Excellent.
So another stick I've been on. I've mentioned it in previous episodes before, and I've been on a kick. Is the Nat Chicos, and this time I had the HHB Super Premium. This is an Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut shade leaf wrapper with a Nicaraguan binder and fuller. Creamy smooth, pronounced nuttiness. I absolutely love this brand. I've
been pretty high on these, yeah.
I love this brand. I don't know. I believe it's Ultra Boutique. I did post a picture of it on my Instagram, so you can follow me if you want to check out that picture. It comes in 3 distinct sizes. You have a 5 1/4 by 54, a 6 1/4 by 56. And a 7 1/4 by or 7 1/4, right? 1/4, right? 7 1/4 by 52.
Yep.
I had the first 2 sizes, so the 5 1/4 by 54 and the 6 1/4 by 56. Yeah, I posted it on my Instagram. I think the stick is worth mentioning. You get subtle creaminess from it.
And the flavor profile seemed to stay the same within those two sizes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It stayed the same. Construction burned well. Decent stick. Price point is you're in that $8.
Right.
There. Of course, if you get them online, which I've been getting them online from a local shop online, but
right.
You do got to pay a little bit for the shipping.
Right.
And I've been into them, and I'm gonna explore more of this company. It's again, it's one of those companies that like, wow.
That Chico, we got to try them.
Yeah. I've had a couple of listeners email me in the past episodes saying, I've hunted for these things. Where can I get them? And I've just dumped them a link and wish them luck.
Gets back to what you said about the ultra boutique, and the accessibility.
Yeah,
interesting.
Interesting website. Fanat Chico. They've been around for a while. And again, I posted the picture over on my Instagram, so you can follow me at Joe Hozempa. It's Hozempa. You can check that out over there. And it's been I'm looking forward to exploring some of the other blends that they have. I'm trying to get the owner to kind of put together a sample pack. They usually do 5 packs or 10 packs, and
that'd be nice. Then we could do it justice on the show here and really give them the love.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to do that. But if I had to give it a rating, I would definitely give it a box split.
Wow.
Because
okay.
it's a interesting. They're just interesting, and again, I don't know if they're interesting because you can't get them from around here. But I've smoked a bunch of these, and I really do enjoy them.
Nice.
I really do enjoy them. So
you tend to be a little stingy on the rating, so that box split is worth noting on this particular cigar.
Yeah. Well, some people don't like my ratings per the email, but if I like I said last week, I do it by what I would buy, and I had no other way to articulate that than if I would buy,
Yep.
and that's just the way that goes.
Love it, man.
So it's been a pleasure.
Always, man.
Always. I want to thank Paul for coming on the show, explaining what's going on. Big things are happening here on the Stogie Geeks show for 2018. Make sure you go to stogiegeeks.com and like us on Facebook. You can follow us if you want to keep the conversation going all week long. Ask us a question. Try to tag us so that we can be relevant in the conversation. And away we go. You have listened to episode 260 of the Stogie Geeks show. We'll see you next week.
Boom. Well done. Yeah, baby. Dude, I gotta try. Fucking that Chico, man.